Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Tuesday, February the 18th. The year's 2025. Let's talk trading. Trading with Walmal. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine and differ from Walmal's. And always have your risk management in place so you don't lose more than you're willing to lose on any one single trade. Walmart, we've been sitting here watching price just stuck in ranges for what, about the past hour or so?
Yeah. Just so you know, as you were speaking, yeah, I went short as we crossed over the double O. So I'm up a couple of pips here. Um, but yeah, you're right. We've been stuck in a range. Why did I go short? I went short just because um, I was just taking a chance, to be honest with you. Because when it's tried to get over the double O once before on the 1 minute chart, and I'm just thinking it's going to probably go down to 95, which is where my TP is sitting at. I'm just looking to go and grab you know, 3, 4, 5 pips, whatever it gets. And why I say 3, 4, 5 pips is because if you can't get to the 95 or it bounces off of it, I'm out. So I'm just going to get out as quick as I can at that point. I'm not going to go and fight the movement over the 95. Let somebody else have that fight.
Well, it's looking like we had that big M1 candle. It looks like a return bar to me.
Yeah. Should have taken my 3 pips. But I was yakking and not paying attention.
No, you can
Oh
take,
well.
you got 1.5.
Yeah. I take them 1.5. Every time I take 1.5, I seem to somehow lose money.
Yeah, the way price has been moving. Oh, a trader out there was asking about the flip-flop indicator. I don't think I've released it, though. I do believe it's in the mother load that I send out with the 2024 donationals, I think.
Yeah, that probably would make sense.
But I haven't posted the 2024 over on Crestlet because right now there's a problem. For some reason, the spam filter isn't connecting to the site or vice versa. Um, and there's all kind of spammers over on Crestlick. It's ridiculous.
Oh my goodness. You spammers out there, get a life.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you might get a second opportunity here to take your
Go and
pips.
get it. Yep. Got just shy of 3 pips right now. See what it does. All we can do, right?
Yeah, well, let's see if it gets to the open of that big candle, which is 94.1.
I just have like I said, I've got my TP sitting right at 95.
Yeah, I'm looking at, we're about halfway through the previous M30.
Come on, guys, bring it down for me. We got news in 20 minutes, 19 minutes, yes.
Yeah. Looks like you're going to get your 95. We'll wait and see. Looking left from 2 M30 bars ago, it looks like I'm looking at your, if you're still using this same trading screen, looking at M1, there was a spot right here where it looked like it was resistance. Just wondering.
Yep.
There you
Resistance
go.
turned into support.
See if it does or not. Well, you're in the 95s.
Yep. Okay, we had a gap up. It's filled.
You know, this is one of those things where it can really mess with your psychology.
Yep.
Because, you know, there's four things, or it's like you draw your tic-tac-toe board. If you exit, you'll either be happy, which you won't remember, or you'll be mad because it kept going. And if you don't exit, you'll be happy if it goes down, but which you won't remember. But if it goes against you and you give back, you know, a couple of pips, you'll be mad. It's just funny how that happens. We only remember we remember the bad stuff more than the good stuff. There's your gap up.
Another gap up.
Yeah. Got a flip-flop box, and indicator 2 just turned on you.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna get out here, and I'm only gonna get 2.5 pips on this deal. I'm glad I got out.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's why I was saying earlier, you know, I may not get all of it because, you know, that 95 is just a lot of times it just acts as a cement wall.
Well, usually what it'll do is it'll run up to say like the 05, and it'll come down and hit the double low, and maybe it'll run up a bit, and then it'll come down to 95 and go back to the double low, and then come back down to the 90, and then go back up to the 95 or double low, and then come down.
Oh yeah,
it just likes to bounce like that.
Yep. And I think it's because so many people put their TPs and stops there, so it just naturally causes that to happen. Because what it's doing is it's running back and forth trying to fill all those orders.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know, something that most traders either don't know or don't think about is, you know, the big boys are placing limit orders. It's the little guys, the retail traders, that are putting those market orders out there. Because even on MT4, you go, well, I put a limit order. Well, no, what you did was you put an order that when price hits it, it turns it to a market order.
Yeah. Explain that a little bit because I think a lot of people don't understand that.
Well, say in the stock market, let's just say if the pound dollar were a stock and you put your limit order to sell at 126 and your limit order to buy at 125, well, it goes in, that's the price that you will get or better. Because what will happen is the bid will have to go up to your selling price, or the ask will have to come down to your buying price. And so that's how you get filled. But in MT4, the way it works is it's almost like a pending order, in the sense that this is where you want to get in, but you get that quote unquote slippage. So, and it usually works against you as opposed to in your favor. So it's not a true limit order. And that was something that I kind of learned the hard way.
Right.
There's your 126.
Yep. See, now I'm happy because I got my couple of pips.
Right.
You know, and if I had stuck that trade, I'd be underwater now. You know, and I would have been really upset because at one point I actually hit 4.5, and now I'd be underwater.
Right.
It's like, you knew it was going to do it. Why didn't you just get out, dummy?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I kind of looked to the left and I saw that little inflection point, and that's why I said, that resistance could become support, even though the price had broken through it previously. But price has a way of doing that.
Yep. See, now it's going to go to the 05 area.
Yep.
I should have gone long at 00, but I did not.
Wow, we just turned M30 green.
Yep.
Oh, and by the way, traders, yes, I did not put out a weekly open and gap video, mainly because it was a bank holiday here in the U.S., so I didn't think there'd be much to look at. Let's see. So let me just go over some of these charts. I guess I don't have it here. We've got the wick zones. You can see here that the price is inside the previous trading day's candle. Oh, here we go. All the weekly open gaps have filled. And this is interesting. Why? The daily. So we've got the opening range here above the opening range for the year and above the opening range for the month. And for the year, we're 94 pips above the yearly open. 31 off the high, now 30, and 505 off the low. And looks like we dropped down into the inside bar from 8 weeks ago, but we pushed back above it. Only 42 pips of range today, Walmal. That's pretty pathetic.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
You can see here we crisscrossed the daily open back in the London session. Range is too low for the rats, even though the smart rats would have paid off. Pivot. Bambino flex indicator said to go long. Price near the pivot was long. That paid off for a couple of pips. So we've taken out the daily pivot. We're above the weekly pivot, so we've missed that. And we've taken out the monthly pivot. And the fastest 15 minutes in trading is just about over. So, fellow traders, hope you enjoyed today's session. And I want you to always remember and never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is TheRumpledOne, over and out.